Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. Hello, Mr. Nix.
How's it going, Multi? Or should I say Disaster Day, as you're in incognito today?
It's going fine. Yeah, Disaster Day sadly is after many hours of trying to come up with a cool name that kind of sounded like Doomsday. I gave up and I decided to use that. Maybe someday if I come up with a better name, I'll make a change with a respect token. We'll see. So, how was your
Oh,
week, good sir?
not too bad. It was a bit productive, and I got some things done. But how about yourself? How was your week?
I was alright. I did not enjoy the bonus week as much as I should have last week. But other than that, I
It,
can't really complain.
it's true. I didn't take advantage enough of that double currency week. I was just so busy with other stuff that I had a hard time making sure I got to all my characters and at least got the free 2 tokens per day. But oh well, what are you gonna do?
And I spent the last 3 days leveling up my fire tank. I was 230. I leveled it up to 322, and then decided to use my earth tank instead. I'll blame you for that, but I'll forgive you. I kind of like the healing abilities of the fire tank. The thing I didn't like about earth tank a bit is you depend a bit on brick. I tried to tank without brick with the rock armor, and I just can't do it. I can't survive as much as much as when I use our little friend brick, so I ended up using that instead. And also I wanted to show off my brimstone character, but we'll do that some other time.
Yes, yes, yes. Another time.
Someone is asking about the double mark this week. Yeah, this week it's double source marks, but it's only also for the instanced mission. Some of you guys didn't quite understand what I meant by instanced. Basically, the instance missions are the missions you can find in your on duty menu. If you play missions, for example, like if you play the missions, oh yeah, I should probably
Take
pick
out
those
the
up.
war-crazed Amazon Furies and Atlantean enforcers.
So the missions in the open world, like you see here,
Sir, ma'am, captain, PsyOps released Doomsday
these will
on
not give
Booster
you double
Gold.
source
I
marks.
was damaged.
The riffraff of
Your help is
Gotham
needed.
needs a lesson in etiquette.
It'll
Conducted
take
in a
all of us
language
setting
they
this world right.
understand.
Help the
The
resistance.
old 1-2.
And
General
this week
Animal
it's Villains
destroyed
Week.
my city.
So this week we are going to
Neutralized
play on the villain
PSYOP
side.
forces.
So if you have an evil villain,
Batman says you're the one to
bring it
solve the
over.
situation we've got.
But we're going to ask you guys to be combat rating 322 so that we can play the regular version of the missions. Although afterwards, if we have time, and so far we pretty much had time for the past couple of times we did that, we should be able to go fight the evil Doomsday and maybe even the generals. So once we're done, today we should play the regular version of, let's go to the Untitled menu quick. So today we should play the regular version of the Flashtastic Voyage and the Flash to the Future. So normally this goes somewhat quickly, and then afterwards we should have enough time to go fight Doomsday, and then afterwards we'll fight the generals 2, 3, 5 times. We'll see how much time we have left afterwards. And normally the live stream lasts for about an hour, but actually last week I think we lasted an hour and a half, maybe a bit more.
Wow, that's a long stream. Good grief.
And there was a pretty cool Omni-Man just a few seconds ago. 335 is good, Roman. Come over. Should probably come up with a line like "Thank God it's Friday" or something like that. I couldn't come up with anything just yet.
No, I like
Ideally,
what we
also,
have.
sorry, Nix.
I like what we have. It's fine. I don't think you
Okay.
have to change it.
Well, we'll let it evolve organically.
Sure.
And there's the summer seasonal that seems to have gone live on the test server. We did not make videos about that just yet. Oh, here's our friend Omni-Man who's back. Let's give him a little bow. He looks kind of cool. Not sure which material he's using to be shining like that, but kind of like it. Probably red vinyl material.
Could be, yeah. I feel like on some of his items he might have, what's that material called I was thinking? Oh yeah, it's definitely negative on the cape. It's gotta be negative on the cape, doesn't it? No? No, maybe not.
No, there would be some lightning.
There would be way more lightning. I thought I saw lightning there. Maybe shimmering on some of his legs?
Maybe, but I would, if I was a betting man, I would bet on the red vinyl material, but or the red neon vinyl material, something like that.
Yep, could be.
And I kind of like the emblem he used for the O. And yes, it is a pretty bright Omni-Man. But of all the sort of clones of Superman or the copies of Superman, I have to admit I really like this one.
He needs to work on the hair though.
Well, he seems to be using the Grayson hair, the Gotham Knight, and the Santa beard. The Santa beard.
That's right.
Which is, kind of works, I suppose. Sadly, there's a limited option when it comes to beards. So if you want to have like a specific hairstyle, the Santa beard is pretty much your one option. So today I'm going to be using an Earth tank that is somewhat inspired by our friend Doomsday. I only have a few pieces of gear of Doomsday so far, but I don't think I would use the other Doomsday styles. I kind of like using the lava skin instead of the actual Doomsday chest piece and pants that we have. We'll see. Of course, our friend Mr. Nix is using, I forget what material that is. Is that the holographic material?
Yep, you got it.
Okay. What gear do you had? Basically, some of my gear is the Doomsday gear, but I don't only have maybe half the pieces so far. I started with the pieces of gear that would give me like the headpiece and the shoulders, so that I could have those big spikes. I do have the gloves and the boots. Let me show it. I do have the gloves and the boots, but the gloves are pretty much just the spikes on the hands and the spikes on the knees. And it makes the character looks less bulky, so I kind of like to use other styles to be able to make the character a little bit more bulky. Like I think the pants are the boots are the plant, and the gloves, I forget what the gloves are, Kryptonian something. And I thought it'd make him look a bit bigger, a bit more imposing. Here we have a nice,
bigger.
Here we have a nice Flashpoint Supergirl.
Would that be the actual Flashpoint Supergirl?
I
Or would
don't
you have to
think so.
alter that? No, I don't think so. You have to alter that a little bit.
It looks pretty cool. She has like one of the Kryptonian cape. She has the Fallen God, the chest piece.
Yep.
Let's give her a little bow because why not? So we still need 3 more people. If you guys want to join us, the time is now. Playboy is asking about tips about buying the membership. No real tips per se. The only thing I would suggest is if you know that you really enjoy the game, I would purchase the membership for the whole year. It comes down to $10, $12, I think, if you purchase for the whole year, as opposed to if you purchase month per month, then it'll cost you $15. So you save up a bit of cash in the long term if you purchase for the whole year. But if you're not sure, if you're on the fence, then yeah, purchase 1 month, see if you enjoy it, and then decide later on. But the If you purchase the bigger package, you'll save a bit more cash in the long run. The Superman lasers. For that, you have to get the iconic power, heat vision, and that will give you the heat vision that Superman has. Heal go? Yeah, sure. Come by and we'll need a healer. I think. Yeah, come by. Send a tell to our friend Nix. A healer would be much needed.
How long does it take to level up? Honestly, it's not that long. If you put a little bit of time into just working out your basic dailies, and even if you hit on some of the current DLC dailies, you'll also get gear from there as well. Opening up time capsules, making sure you run your vault. Honestly, to get gear in this game is substantially easier than probably most MMOs.
I've done a video with a Firestorm character a couple of years ago where I leveled up from level 1 to level 30 in about 12 hours. I do have it in one of my playlists if you look in my videos. So yeah, if you put in roughly 12 hours of gameplay, you should be able to level up to level 30, and then afterwards, uh, it depends on the combat ratings. Some combat ratings are, let's say, quicker to level up than others. Like there are a few speed bumps along the way. Like in order to level up through tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, even tier 4, it goes quickly enough. But once you reach a tier 5 has a bit of a speed bump. There's like a 20 combat rating between tier 4 and tier 5. So that one gets a bit slower. But then afterwards, once you get past the tier 5, tier 6, you can level up fairly quickly. There might be another speed bump along the way that I forget, but it goes fairly quickly to level up. And you can use also certain missions. Like there's missions we didn't have way back when, like the Doomsday missions. Those can be used to be able to get some marks of victory, or some source marks, I should say. Marks of victory is outdated.
Yeah, you'll be surprised about how fast you get source marks to be able to get the gear that you're after. It doesn't take much effort, honestly, these days. And now you got a vendor that actually updates as you're going along by booster gold or wherever it is on Villain side, I forget now. But it goes up as you're leveling up your character, so you'll always have a place to go to.
And also there's the events. That's also a big help to level up. It used to be a bit better with the Wonderverse or the Legion when those were the event missions, because especially with the Legion missions, you could the bounties. Sorry, you could play the bounties over and over and over. And if you did not have the proper combat rating just yet, it would give you automatically a piece of gear with each bounty. So that was a pretty big help at the time to level up. Uh, Sadly, it only lasted while these events were these DLCs were the current event. Right now, we don't have the same system for the bounties, so you won't be able to use the bounties anymore to be able to level up as quickly. So sadly, we have another Doomsday. Pretty cool.
I mean, Flash. So crashed to see you and your friends.
Instantly, this doesn't look 1,000 years in the future. Next, what happened to everyone else? I still see comms active, but visuals don't match. Hang on, I'm running diagnostics. Hey kid, we're at the That is, we suspect this place will help us fix the Flashpoint paradox.
But you've arrived just in time.
You don't see us? That might be because we're in the instance.
Come on.
Yeah, okay. Lead on. I guess I'll
As
keep
you're trying
working on
to
this connection issue.
find us in the Flashpoint area, trying to follow through and work out. Oh, before that? Yeah, that's alright. Like Multi said, we'll probably be joining for the Doomsday and the general bounties before too long. These raids don't take it, so we'll be fine. So, Multi, while I feel like your mic has just been turned off and you don't quite realize it yet.
No, I'm just being quiet.
Okay, you were focused, that's all. Have you ever tanked this before?
Yeah, I've tanked it a few times. I just, I'm not as used to playing a tank as a controller, so I have to focus a bit more, I guess.
Yeah, I don't even think I even ran my tank. This DLC. Oh well, other than to get him like easy marks, just because. I'm working on trying to get my generator mods.
Did we skip something? There's, oh, okay, we went too far ahead. That's fine. Tank is probably the role I played the least. Oh no, we're locked out.
You'll be fine. It'll open up after this cutscene.
Oh, okay.
Not today, Grodd.
There you go. Alright, let's start this up.
So I'm not that used to playing as a tank, as let's say a controller or even a healer. I kind of play healer a bit like I play my controller, so it's a bit easier for me to play as a healer. With the tank, I have to change a bit more the way I play. And also with Earth Tank, I was trying to play an Earth Tank without using brick, because obviously Doomsday doesn't have a brick. But I'm trying to use the rock armor. Either I don't have the trick, or it's easier to use brick somehow. So with the rock armor, I had a hard time surviving, but with brick, usually I do fine.
Yeah, brick does everything for you.
Okay.
Well, this is villain side, man. You're gonna get way better
Come on,
players over
kid,
here.
we're wasting time.
Villain week is where it's at.
I can see that. Poor Grodd had no chance.
Oh man. Head to the museum. I think I figured out why we're here and what here is.
The museum? People get angry at me when I go there.
Hey kid, why do all these citizens hate you so much?
Well, if we're lucky, maybe I'll get the combination I'm after for this one particular feat. We'll see. I'm enjoying random hug groups to try and find my last combo, but so far I'm unlucky. Oh well. Maybe one. I wish I knew if there was like a system to it, like if you fought their shadow creature version, and then it would check off and it can't be them when you fight the boss fight. That would at least help.
It's
But
probably just random being.
I think it's just random. Yeah. That's what I always believed it was, anyways. Hero every week? No. That makes me want to puke. Heroes are so obnoxious sometimes.
Especially on your channel.
No comment. I do love my intro though. Everybody has, you have to have a gimmick of some kind, so that's fine.
Sure.
It's the
Yeah, see, it wouldn't have made
rogue's
sense because we fought
last
Boomerang out
We know
there.
how to
Oh
take
well.
them down for good, right?
Kid, maybe you should sit this one out.
But I can help.
Ugh, just try not to get hurt.
But already heroes, we pretty much have heroes like 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, you guys get plenty of love.
Villains only get 1 week, so it should be okay. Oh, did we lose someone?
We did. We DC. We'll see if they come back. If not, not a big deal.
He tried
of CW Bart Allen. I only saw one picture, and I think it was a Photoshop. Didn't look very good, so can't really say I have an opinion at this point.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
Did you see it?
I believe I've seen the same image as you, and it does look like it's completely just Photoshop. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. The CW is known to absolutely destroy character art.
Well, obviously they made him black because of Iris, so that was to be expected.
Yeah. See?
But I saw a clip with Joe West. Holy crap! They ruined the character. It was one of the best characters in the show, and I barely could recognize him. They made him into a feeble old man.
That just might be the actor. Like, he's aged when it comes to this.
Yeah, but I mean the way he behaves.
Oh, just like how he is. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the writing for you, right? That's the CW for you.
Because I remember he was in what was it, the show Law and Order or something like that, and it was pretty good on that show.
Yeah.
And then when we saw in The Flash, it made sense. It's as if in The Flash, it's almost as if he was like the same guy a bit older, and now he had a kid. But it was pretty good on the show. But I saw a clip or two on YouTube of what I assume is a more recent version of our friend Joe West, and holy crap,
Yeah.
it was heartbreaking to watch. They ruined the character.
Yeah, I can't watch The Flash anymore. I heard their last episode where they were dealing with the Speed Force attacking people and stuff like that. That it was just a train wreck. But yeah, I've never seen it myself.
Well, I saw something also about Cisco leaving the show or something like that, like a clip of.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too. So yeah, they're losing their founding people. What
But
does that tell you?
He was already just a part-time, like he wasn't a regular anymore, from what I understand.
Right. This season, I think he went to just occasionally for character. But he was in so many episodes. So.
Oh yeah, he was. Well, he was. I was going to say he was one of the good character, but all the characters were pretty good. Even the bad Flash character in the first season or two were pretty darn good.
Vitals are crashing. What's going on?
Oh, nothing touches Flash season 1 and 2 for sure.
Against you.
Kid
But
Flash,
yeah, the
listen,
show is
that's
just
not the real Flash. He's
plummeted.
just a nightmare. You have to fight back.
It's a bit heartbreaking
I love
to
my
see.
grandpa.
And
Although
he
it's something
loves
I
you.
often tell people that it's nothing short of a small miracle that I was able to enjoy that show, because I'm pretty sure even the first season of The Flash, it wasn't made for me.
I know you can beat this illusion.
So the fact that I was able to enjoy that or Arrow was pretty much nothing short of a small miracle.
We're right here with you.
I like the Arrow. A couple
Yes,
seasons.
Weather Wizard. A storm for every. These are mere
I forget how long I lasted with that.
excellent work. Abracadabra. Being statued to my pathetic grandson and his pathetic friend.
They do need to add that material to Jeffrey. I 100% agree with you. And I think they will. We just need to get some sort of vendor reward. I know a lot of people have been asking for it. Like my league leader has actually been asking for it. So not something that's uncommon for people to work on these days. Sure be worth 400 marks.
Could be. Or unless they put it in the next time capsule. I haven't heard anything about that yet.
No. Are we due for a time capsule?
Maybe. It's been a while, but I lost track of time, so I'm not sure if we're due or about to be due for a new time capsule.
The DLC's been kind of going by like a blur.
Get off my stage.
Disappointing.
You have overthrown the deception.
Wait, Brainiac? Why keep me prisoner in a
Russ the
nightmare?
Ruler is mentioning that
To
the Flash will
prevent
probably
your
end after
escape
season 8.
attempts. But I
Yeah,
have
it's starting to look like that, I
contingencies.
guess.
That definitely sounds
Really
right.
thought you hated me, Grandpa.
They
And,
had talked about one
Kid,
more
of
crossover
course I love you.
that they were going to have
Who
with
couldn't?
Stargirl
I'm sorry you
and
ever thought anything else.
I think Black Lightning. I think one more, possibly with Black Lightning.
We'll
Or
see you
are
on the
they
other
done
side.
after this season?
We're not through the worst of it yet.
Black Lightning is the last season, yeah.
Thank you for believing
Okay,
in me.
there must have been some.
Oh, we kind of lost you there, Nick. I guess you're transitioning.
Yep. Sorry about that.
That's alright. And there's Ela S who's asking, Nick's, any tips on increasing skill points?
Watch my YouTube channel. No. Create yourself dailies. There's content that you can run all the time. Some of the stuff is painful to do, but looking on LFG is a great one because people are always doing feats. If you have a league, ask your league mates if they can help you out with feats. If you can create some sort of a time for when you can all log on and do a feat. That's what my league does.
Romel Snell says he's ready for the summer event. Yeah, we should get it in roughly 2 weeks. If it just hit the servers, in roughly 2 weeks we can expect the summer event.
We have room for 2 people. If anybody wants to join us for our last raid, send me a tell, and I'll get you in. What's his channel? My channel is this. Just give me a second.
I suggested to Hill go to CR322. He wanted to join a bit earlier. Oh, too late. Too late!
Oh, sorry, man.
That's alright.
They were instantly hitting me up. Are the red and blue composite material tintable? What red and blue material are you specifically talking about?
Let me check. I'm the wrong character. I guess we'll never know.
I'm too sure. Wait, that's actually what it's called, though. The red and blue composite. No, I don't think you can change them from red and blue. I think they have to stay as red and blue. Do you have them on this material, on this character?
Nah, I've them on my Multiverse.
Alright, well, when we get into the instance, I'll check it out. Have you ever heard of the EEViLL comics?
Yeah, it was by Mark Waid and I forget who the artist was. It was basically Superman. What if Superman was a bad guy or Superman going bad? It was okay. It was okay, and then they tried to have the spin-off.
allowed?
Didn't care very
Okay.
much for the
Time to
spin-off.
release you, Kid Flash. Everyone, step back.
What a nightmare. Oh man, but reality's worse. Brainiac's trying to unlock the Speed Force with kidnapped speedsters.
I've still got comms on Flash.
But it was pretty
There's
much
some
part
sort
of a long
barrier
list
in
of
the Speed
things
Force
like
blocking my arrival. But you've got this, kid.
The Boys or
Brainiac's probably
Or,
using Jay Garrick.
Frustrating.
what's his name?
Professor Zoom
Miracle Man.
understood the value of my research. With access to the
Alright, let me go find them.
Brainiac will exist in every time.
So it was basically what if Superman turned evil, and that got old pretty fast. And in later years we got Brightburn by not by James Gunn, but it was produced, I think, by him and a few other things. Oh no, I'm in a bottle.
Temporary.
Yeah, there's also the Plutonian.
Oh, no, the red and the blue composites, they are not tentable.
You think to prevent my acquisition?
Yeah, there's quite a
of
few
the
options to
Speed
make a Black Suit
Force?
Superman Superman
We're
character.
stopping you.
Obviously,
Release that
it helps
flash.
if you have the emblem.
Never. Besides losing my tactical advantage.
But
you would
although you
use
can
his
use a Fallen
abilities
God
to
HSPs,
undo
that
the
should work
Flashpoint
well enough.
timeline.
Damn straight we would.
Well, at some point, a lot of people were making stories about what if there was an evil Superman or something like that. Like there's been a truckload of stories at this point about some evil Superman. Some were a bit more different than others. For example, Omni-Man. The story is not really about Omni-Man himself. It's as if Superman had a kid, and that kid was sort of an amalgam of Spider-Man and Batman Beyond, sort of. Superboy, maybe.
Breeds multitudes.
Actually, that CW show is essentially that. Where there's an evil version of a Superman.
Multiplication always was Brainiac's strong suit.
And actually, I think the Black Luthor guy they had in the first few episodes. He's
Captain
actually,
Luthor.
Actually, not a Luthor per se.
Well, isn't he like Luthor from an alternate dimension or something like that?
Yeah, but it's well, if I can get into spoilers.
Guys, if you don't want to hear spoilers, the time
Yeah.
to plug your
give me a
ear
moment.
rolls is now.
Enough data
All right.
collection. On to actual collection.
So go ahead, Mr. Nix. It's spoiler time.
Alright, so essentially, from what I remember seeing on the CW show, is the fact that he's actually Henry Irons. He's Steel.
Oh, that actually makes sense. But why is he called Luthor, though?
Luthor? Don't know. I'd have to actually watch the show to verify as to why. Anyway. But yeah, just thought that was interesting. It might pique my interest, maybe make me want to watch it, but we'll see. It's a CW show, so I know what I'm getting myself into.
Sure.
Brainiac has prepared for this.
Oh great, my inventory is maxed.
Oh no! No more gear, no more loot for you.
No more anything.
Oh.
You definitely should get back into the game, Jeffrey. Absolutely.
Well, I think Jeffrey needs a new PlayStation, so that's why he cannot play right now. But he can watch us until he
Brainiac always has.
finally manages to get back into the game. And Jeffrey has been a long time watcher and a long time commenter.
So, for any of the heroes who are without villains, you might want to start making your way to Doomsday in the Flashpoint open world. We'll be there momentarily.
Or even if you're a
You
villain
have
and you're not combat
and
rating
always
322
will
just yet.
fail. Brainiac is supreme.
But yeah, we should be fighting Doomsday soon enough. Guess we were a bit lucky this week. It went fairly quick.
has nothing to do with your talent on the side. I only list the best of the best.
Oh, I see.
Hey, I want the static OP phase. No one plays the mission. So what do I do?
Actually, today there was quite a few people. Earlier today, I got the face mask with one of my characters. There were quite a few people today playing bounties. And the mission is quite simple. You have to defeat the Cosmic Boy in the open world. And it's pretty much the easiest bounty to defeat, so you don't need that big of a group. Oh, poor Brick went down, and so did I.
Ooh. What was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna die now. Nope, no, I got you. There you go.
There's a lot of.
Yeah, I've almost soloed. I'm not sure if I've given it a true attempt at trying to solo Cosmic Boy, but I feel like I've gotten pretty close. So I mean, it's not hard at all. I mean, I definitely have two-handed. It's not at all difficult. He is definitely the easiest bounty to do. If you're I prefer to actually get out there for the Legion bounty at that time, at the 30-minute mark or at the top of the hour, because I know I can get an easy Cosmic Boy.
And EGD Max is saying the boys creators should follow the comics. I hate to disappoint you, but that's not gonna happen. It never happens.
You from the cage.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Speed Force barrier.
Sadly, the creators always feel like they have to put their stamp into whatever they're doing. They don't just want to execute the idea from the comic. They want to sort of be creative and add their own touch. Let's give a little bow to everyone.
I could get you to this point.
Oh, Cyborg, you're the best. I can't wait to tell everyone back home about the kick-ass Justice League.
And in some cases, some things are easier to recreate than others. Like you'll notice in a lot of super movies, sometimes they'll stay fairly close, let's say costume-wise, to the look of the hero. But then when it comes to the villain, they feel they can pretty much do whatever they want, and they'll change the whole thing. One of the example would be the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man the costume was not that far from the comics, or all things considered. But for Green Goblin, they pretty much went overboard and pretty much did what they wanted.
That's true. I remember reading that too.
So, if you're lucky, they might stick close to some of the comics, but sadly they never do a carbon copy of the thing. For that Superman chest, I have to admit, I did not.
Alright, sorry about that. I was trying to fix my inventory.
It's alright. So sadly, we're already fighting Doomsday. Someone jumped on him, so we could not wait.
Of course.
Poor Brick is getting the beating of his life.
Oh yeah, definitely. He definitely would be. And as soon as he's gone, you're gonna go down like him.
I'm doing what I can to keep him alive.
There might be a healer out here. No, wait.
Yeah,
no,
we have
one.
But it doesn't matter. Usually I try to create characters that are self-sufficient. That way, if I get in a group where there's no healer, or where the healer is not healing all that much, normally I manage to do not too badly.
What is your favorite alternate Superman?
Oh, I would have to say Red Sun Superman. I can't explain it. Love the character, but also the idea for the character.
And I've said mine a few times too. So mine's Injustice.
Yeah, because he's evil.
Oh, I think he's the most powerful one out of all of them. That's the other reason why.
He
My
cheats.
inventory is a disaster.
He cheats. He uses a Yellow Lantern ring.
He doesn't need to. There was actually a lot of the times there he didn't. He didn't have the yellow lantern when he took on Zeus and all those other individuals. He didn't have it on them. He doesn't know how to make constructs. Actually, I don't think he ever made a con. That's the other thing. I don't think he ever made a construct.
I haven't read the comics past the point where he actually gets the ring, so I have no idea.
If you guys want to try to phase 2 us, if not, be prepared. After we're done with Doomsday, we're going to be over by the general bounties. So if you don't see us for right now, just prepare to go in that direction.
I will make a 2021 Batman video. I just couldn't get around to doing that just yet. Not sure about the Dark Knight Rises though. I'll have to give it some thoughts. Oh, is it helicopter time? Sadly, when he grabs the helicopter and starts slamming people with it, I even as a tank, I can't survive that. So I have to be careful.
Who do you think is the most powerful out of the boys?
Oh, it's Homelander. Although they might, they're going a bit woke with the boys, so they might decide to make one of the ladies the most powerful. But I would say Homelander.
Do you think Teen Titans Time Capsule with a comeback?
Well, it will come back with the Resurgence Mega Capsule at some point.
Yeah.
So, technically yes, but normally time capsules don't really come back for reals.
Yeah,
they come back as part of the Resurgence Mega Capsule, but on their own, they don't really come back.
Solid victory.
Have they ever done that?
Out any
Sorry?
other way.
I don't think they've ever done that, where they've actually like brought back a time capsule.
No, they never did that.
Yeah.
They bring them back with the Resurgence Mega Capsule.
Yeah. But that would be an interesting addition to the game. Maybe for like a week, you could get random time capsules as your bonus week.
EDMax says Black Noir is the most powerful. Maybe in the comics, but in the TV show, they kind of messed up the character, so doesn't seem to be that powerful in the TV show. And they gave him like that stupid nut allergy to take him out, so not too sure about that. So do we have enough people? There's 4 of us. We should be good enough to get started.
Fine.
So guys, come and join us. For about the next 15-20 minutes, we'll probably fight the various generals. So if you need the generals for various feats, or just because you want to join us, just come by and we'll fight them generals together. And in this case, doesn't matter if you're a hero, villain, doesn't matter what your combat rating is, as long as you have access to the map, which you need. I think you need level 15 to be able to get on the map.
I will repay you double.
Oh no, it's Nyx. We lost our group.
You lack the power to truly hurt
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm very sad now.
And this boss is gonna keep healing himself if we don't have more people over here. So come on out here, guys. We need some help. Heroes or villains, it doesn't really matter. We're not making a dent. I'm gonna have to throw on LFG.
Yeah, Nightfall event. Could be fun. Jeffrey? I'm sure in the long term they'll make something kind of like that. We saw quite a few, but as we saw in DCUO, even when they make something inspired by an actual event from the comics, they don't reproduce it exactly. Kind of like I guess with the TV shows, they put their spin on it and they try to be creative and do their own thing. We're on the US server, Brian, on the US PlayStation and US PC. Oh no, Nix, don't die!
Alright, well we're slowly taking it to this guy.
Oh, let's summon some backups. Your favorites.
Which one? The personal security?
The water ones.
Oh, the water golems. Yeah, for now anyway. I actually hope they get outdated. I want something new. They need to add dark side Omega beams as a trinket. Ooh.
That would be fun.
Oh.
As a trinket or as an iconic power.
Iconic power. They need to add some more iconic power. B, that's a very unique looking question. Are y'all against Ocean Master? Yes,
yes.
We are.
It's going down, slowly but surely. JMK, yeah, I should make a Batman 2021 video soon. I just keep on pushing it back because there's always something else that comes up. But yeah, it is on the list. I'm just not sure when.
Alright, he's just about done. Hopefully we don't get him again. Alright, he's down. One down, and at least one more to go, hopefully.
So if you guys want to join us, we'll wait for the next wave of generals. I'll give us a minute or two to be able to catch up with some of the chat. A Black Lantern Core, if they add that, would be so cool. Yeah, more Black Lantern stuff. You can't go wrong with that. And yeah, having access to the Legends PvP loadout, that could be nice to have. Thank you, V. V is saying that I'm the biggest DCUO YouTuber.
That's, I mean, numerically, you're right.
John T mentioned that at some point. Although I'm pretty sure I saw some bigger YouTuber cover your DCUO a couple of times. Like, pretty sure Angry Joe made a video about DCUO at some point. But yeah, someone who only makes a DCUO video, yeah, you're probably right. I was surprised when I surpassed a Trick Slide. But there's people who told me that a couple of years ago. Like some people would watch my video and tell me that I was the next Balkan or something like that. Which I guess they were right. If we get Source Mark bonus, not in the open world. You have to play the on-duty missions. And even then, I didn't notice. Like, yesterday, 2 days ago, the last day of when we got the double Source Marks for the Flashpoint DLC, I could have sworn that I did not get double Source Marks that day, but could just be misremembering. But yeah, I guess it's not impossible that sometimes the double Source Marks doesn't quite work. But here in this case, you only get double Source Marks from the on-duty missions. If you play missions in the open world, you won't get Source Marks. You won't get extra Source Marks from those. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, Carlos, we're almost at 20,000. Let me check. I haven't checked in a while. Last I checked, we had barely crossed 19,000. So right now we're at that 19,088 subscribers. So less than 1,000, and we'll cross 20,000 mark. And it's all thanks to you guys. Off-season chill? I have no idea. Let's look it up. Pretty sure at some point he was way ahead of me, but with YouTube, you never know. Also, with YouTube, you have to feed the beast. Not sure how better to phrase that. So if I trust this here, Obsidian Chill is at the 16,900. So yeah, we surpassed the Obsidian Chill at some point.
You lack the power to truly
Basically, with YouTube, you have to feed the beast.
I thought you were supposed to be a challenge.
I will repay you.
So the more you feed the beast,
No more.
normally the faster you will grow, but it doesn't always exactly work like that. 1,100 parks. I hope you can purchase something good with that.
Okay, tough guy.
When's the next character creation?
You can't put me down.
Depends.
Just me one. I think it's gonna be a little
It'll
bit.
heal.
Well, I could make character creation videos even if I don't make a walkthrough. Like the last one I made was a Nightwing, and I mean that more or less for the walkthrough. But yeah, I could decide to make character creation about various character, even if it's not necessarily to make a walkthrough with them.
Okay, tough guy. You can't put me down.
For next, now people are going to ask,
It'll heal.
that's what happened when you look at the chat. Now people are going to ask you videos every week
I thought you were supposed to be a challenge.
That's fine.
and twice on Sunday.
Twice on Sunday?
Why not?
I mean, that's a little.
No more. You can't put me down.
Hello, Quite. And I think you crossed 200 subscribers not too long ago, Mr. Nix, or am I crazy?
No, I believe I'm still at 195.
195? Okay. Did you cross 200 and go back to 195, or because with YouTube, sadly that's part of the reality of YouTube. Sometimes your subscribers will go up, sometimes they'll go down a tiny bit.
That might have happened. I'm not 100% sure.
In the past, that's why sometimes I would wait a few days. Like when I would cross, let's say, a milestone, like let's say 100 or 200, or I would wait a few days before mentioning it, because sometimes I would make a video about, oh, I crossed 200 subscribers, and then I would watch it next day and I would be at 192. So it fluctuates, sadly.
Nyx versus the Multiverse. Who would win? It depends upon what the competition is. If it's just a straight up brawl, Multiverse doesn't have a chance.
Strange, I was going to say the same thing.
Oh, so Multi, my group doesn't quite realize. You probably haven't noticed yet, but I'm not in that area, and I've been pinged for helping out a group of people for a feat right now.
That's all
But
right.
I'll stay in the chat. I'll comment wherever I possibly can. But I'll see you guys later. Okay.
Well, we're pretty much done anyway.
Okay. Sounds good.
To get source marks mask fast, there's no real miracle. Play all the missions that you can that gives you source marks. What helps if you have a lower level character, play the. Oh, let's give a little bow to everyone. What helps is if you have the access to the Doomsday Metropolis mission, then play those, and you will be able to get source marks from those. So that kind of helps. So play all the missions you have access to. Play the event missions, and play the missions from the Doomsday map, and all of those should help you get at least some source marks quickly enough. Another trick also would be to use multiple characters, depending on what you need. Oh, let's get our.
Thanks. I don't think they'll ever work out their differences.
So you'll notice we only got 8 source marks from our friend Oracle. It's because this is a mission in the open world.
Many thanks on behalf of us both.
The best materials for a Superman character, I kind of liked using, especially for a new 52 Superman character, I would use the red metallic material and the blue metallic material, and I thought it gave a pretty good. Oh, let me show it to you. Thank you, JLOs. Much appreciated. I do what I can to help. That's basically how I started this channel. Spittle Jens Anderson had mentioned that some people were struggling with the very first mission when we played this universe online, and that is pretty much what got me into making those videos. I thought, oh, let's make a. I thought let's make a video about playing that first mission, so that we can show people how to play that mission, so that they don't give up on this universe online just with the first mission. And that's pretty much how it started, trying to help out people. And because also another way, I guess, to help people would be to wrong. Another way to try to help people would be to try to give unsolicited advice in the game, but very often that quite doesn't work. If you try to give advice to people in the game, they're not going to sometimes they're not going to respond very well to your advice. But in terms of material, like I kind of like to use this material, the blue metallic chroma material, and for the boots, the red metallic chroma material. I would use also the metallic the material on the belt, but here I kind of like to use the Legion belt, so I'm not using the material for that one. For BVS Superman Emblem style, yeah, the blue neon composite might work, but let's give it a try. It depends what style you're using. One of the sad thing with some of the materials. So let's see, blue composite material. Oh, I don't have it with this character. I won't be able to show it. Yeah, I would have to look it up and experiment a bit. As for how to get the Flash outfit, let us see. Yeah, it's sadly some of the materials are, let's say, a lot more difficult to get than others. My Flash was pretty far. Actually, I already have Ultra Might. It's the closest I could find to Ultraman. For the Flash, there's a few options. Obviously, not too long ago, we got the Speed Force style. You cannot. Sadly, the Speed Force style comes from the anniversary event. You should still be able to get it from the broker. Let's take a quick look. I moved everything around. Let's take a quick look at the broker. Let's see how expensive the Speed Force style is. The Scuba Style will be available soon for the summer seasonal. So if you want to have the Scuba Style, you can only get it during the summer seasonal. But the summer seasonal is just around the corner. So if you want to have the, let's go to styles. Yeah, you should still. It's getting a bit expensive. You can still get the Speed Force from the broker, but as you can see, the prices are a bit expensive. And sadly, it's going to get more and more expensive until next January. Yeah, the scuba chest place you can get this during the summer event, but you have to buy it from the marketplace. But for the Flash, so sadly for the Speed Force, you're gonna have to wait until next January. You could decide to, let's see which other ones I have. You can create a pretty good Flash even without that style. All you really need is a Flash boots. Any slimline chest piece and pants will do the trick. The Speed Force belt would work. The Trim Classic gloves, but you have to get the Flash cowl somehow, either from the marketplace, or again you could purchase the Speed Force cowl from the broker. But in this case, you have to purchase the cowl from the marketplace. You have to purchase the emblem from Booster Gold, and if everything else you can get easily enough. Even the boots, if you need the boots, you can farm them on the villain side. So you can create a pretty good looking Flash character easily enough in DC Universe Online at this point. But obviously, if you want to have the Speed Force style, then you have no choice. You have to wait until next January, or you have to purchase it from the broker. It's sad, but that's how it is. Of course, if you want to be a bit more fancy like I did, you could create an alternate version of the Flash using something like the Cosmic Material. But at this point, it's a material that's pretty much near impossible to get. Yeah, Jeffrey is right. Different lightning colors, that would be nice. What about Might Man? I have no idea. I would have to look it up. But for Ultra Might, let's go back to our friend Ultra Might because we can. Where's my Ultra Might? There we go.
Time to fix the Flashpoint world before their paradox
Yes, it's been a while
spills
since
into
I
ours.
logged in with
I'm
my Ultra Might
sorry, but
character.
I think Professor Zoom is behind this, and we need your help taking him in. Cyborg and Oracle from the Flashpoint world have offered their assistance, and, watch yourself around the Batman from that world. He's not the, friendliest to villains.
So for Ultra Might, also I had to cheat a bit. Whenever I put a name in all caps, it's because I cheated with one of the letters. In this case, I suspect that the I in Might is probably a small L. So I was able to get the Ultra Might name, but I had to cheat a bit. And again, using the blue metallic material and the red metallic material, uh, I love the look it gives. Not using a material for the cape. I kind of like the look of the cape like this. Let's show off our villain base a little bit while we can. Time for a name change? Maybe. It's just sadly some names are pretty much impossible to get or very difficult to get. And with some characters, sometimes you have to make compromises either to be able to get the name you want, or sadly, if the name you want is not available, you have to make do with what you can. So I guess we're pretty much done for today. So for those who don't know, the summer season is around the corner. It should be released in about 2 weeks, I would say. So let's see. Let's check our trusted old calendar. So in 2 weeks, that would take us to June 11th. So I would suspect that June 10th. Sorry, I would suspect that June 10th we might get the summer seasonal. If not, we'll get it June 17th. But normally, again, the seasonals are about for on the test server for about 2 weeks, and 2 weeks that would bring us to June 10th. But either way, roughly mid-June, we should have the summer seasonal. So for those who wanted to, let's say, have the Scuba Style, the Scuba Style can only you can only have the Scuba Style during the summer seasonal, and you have to buy it from the marketplace. It's not that expensive. I think it's $2 for the style, and you get the chest piece, the pants, the belt, a back piece, and I think a pair of boots or a pair of flippers. Sorry, William Wallace. It's about we've been here for more than an hour, so it's about time to go. I'm pretty sure Mr. Nix want to go have supper, and I have to admit, I'm gonna have to go do that too. So if you guys have any questions, you have a few seconds to ask your questions, and then we'll call it a day. So soon we should have the summer seasonal. Next week we should play with hero characters again. Um, I'm not sure what the bonus week will be next week, so that might influence, that might decide what we'll do next week. I assume next week we will still play missions with hero characters, although some of you might need to play some older missions. So I might ask you this week if there's a tier of missions or missions from a specific DLC you would like to play. Like let's say maybe some of you guys need to play the Middle Part 2 missions, or maybe some of you needs to play some maybe some of you needs to play some Star missions or some Teen Titans missions. So we'll try to come up with some sort of theme or some ideas to decide what we'll play next week. The best way to get scale points, I would strongly suggest look at Nix's channel, Nix the Black Mask. Uh, you'll get quite a few videos giving you tips about how to get skill points. The Noble Warrior chest for Aquaman and Superman. Actually, let's go take a look at our my Aquaman character already has that chest piece, I think. So let's go take a quick look. Swamp Thing trinket would be nice. Where's Aquaman? Sadly, my Aquaman character is probably one of the characters I played the least. Oh, there he is. Have a great weekend to you, Russ the Ruler. Thank you for being here. So let's take a quick look at our friend Aquaman, and we'll call it quits afterwards.
The metal timeline is what I'd expect from Professor Zoom, who has conveniently gone missing. Get ready to team up with the Cyborg and Oracle from the Flashpoint world.
I could have sworn I was using the Noble Warrior. Let's change it quick.
Same dark and brooding, but definitely a different guy under the cowl. Be careful around him.
So let's go to Noble Warrior. I used to use it in one of my armories in the past, but now that I have like the 9th Tried Tyrant, I kind of like to use that one. But yeah, the Noble Warrior works well enough. Here I'm using it with so I'm using it with the yellow roll chromo material. But I seem pretty sure I had another material I was using it with. I guess not. Probably some other character. Too many characters, that's what happens. Let's go for the gold. The gold should do the trick. But yeah, the Noble Warrior chest piece works quite well with Aquaman. The reason why I went with some other chest piece instead, I wanted to have like the scale pattern on the chest piece. That's quite simply the choice I made. But Noble Warrior, it works quite well as well. For the Superman emblem, the Superman emblems we had in the game, I don't think any of those will come back for various reasons. Although there's nothing stopping them from creating a new Superman emblem in the future. Like technically we got a Superman emblem with the subject 0 and the subject number 1. These are technically Superman emblem even though they don't really look like it or exactly look like it. So if we do get a new Superman emblem, I strongly suggest that it is going to be just that, a new emblem. For those that we already had in the game in the past, sadly I don't think we will see those before. And that is going to be pretty much it for today, guys. I don't know if Mr. Nix is still on the line. Oh, I cut him off. I'm so mad, so mean. Oh, I guess not. So sadly, Mr. Nix was busy elsewhere, so he won't be able to wish you a good weekend. But I'll do that for the both of us. And also, I'm a bit mean. I wasn't on the proper chat. Well, be safe, everyone, Mr. Jeffrey. And thanks everyone who came to play with us. It's always appreciated. It's always fun to play with you guys. Thanks to everyone who watched. Obviously, if you guys weren't watching those videos, we would not have as many views as we have, and we would not be close to, as we mentioned earlier, we're close to 20,000 subscribers at this point. If all goes well, by the end of June, we might have our 20,000. If not, it'll be sometimes probably end of July, end of August maybe. But we should be able to get there fairly soon. So have a good weekend, guys. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to play with us. And thank you to everyone who commented in the chat. You guys are awesome. Yeah, see you next week, EGD Max. And see you next week, guys. So have a good weekend, guys. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.